What's up guys, Boulet Doyen Motor. We are in the east of Bali. I'm still doing the break-in of the engine of the Versys X Tourer 250. So the bike is now 587 kilometers and we are going to talk about the break-in. So, talking about breaking the engine. When you buy a new bike, what happens? Most of the dealer will tell you that you have to break in the engine. What does it mean is that you have to, for 1000 kilometers, you have to slowly get the engine to adapt to run, and most of the time they will tell you not to pass a certain point of RPM. In the case of this Versys 250, it says that normally I should not pass 5000, 6000 RPM. So that's what I do, which is every time I rev, I pass my gear when I reach 5000 or 6000, and that will be for 1000 kilometers. You will have to choose also your, to adapt your riding style, and my advice will be not to choose the highway or the straight line, because in that case not only the engine needs the break-in, but basically the gearbox needed as well, and all the rest of the bike. The bike has to get used to be on the road. So that's a painful part to make, because you cannot really enjoy your bike until the break-in is over. Then you change the oil, and when you will change the oil, you will realize that there is a lot of piece of metal will go out of it, shred of metal. So better to choose road like that, so you will change the gear very often, and then you will not push the engine too much. And what I will advise is that really doing that for the 500 first kilometer, and after you finish the 500 kilometer, 500 to 1000, you will rev it up a little bit more to 7000 and try to do some acceleration like that. 7000, changing gear, 7000, changing gear, and you will do the same, like trying to get all those gear and all this engine to run properly. A lot of kids going out from school. You can see that motorcycle in Indonesia is the main thing. The bad thing I see is that I wish I could see those kids with helmet on, because they are all riding bikes and there is no helmets. Oh my god, that trees. It's amazing. Yeah, I wish I could see those kids with helmet on. They are not even, they can't even have the driving license, they are too young. Oh my god. Now that I have more than 500 kilometers, I try to put some more acceleration, some straight acceleration, like bram, 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 just to get used also to take speed. So yeah, so you have to use those little secondary roads because it allows you to change gear more often. And I love those roads because it's perfect to have fun with a bike. But you have to be very careful with all those trucks. And we start to receive the first drops. Also during the braking, try to avoid to do too much aggressive braking, because also you will have to brake in the brakes and every other part of the bike. It's beautiful, the decoration, because we are getting close to Nyepi, the silent day of Bali. It's the 7th of March. We are the 2nd of March, and they really start to decorate all the cities to make the ceremonies. And then you will understand that this bike, actually, the peak of power, 34 horsepower, is at 10,000. So right now, as I have almost 600 kilometers on the odo, I can try to sometime to push it a little bit more until 8, 9,000, 10,000, because the bike is warm enough. I've been riding it for an hour already. Oh, gravel. As you can see, I don't hesitate to change gears. So it's funny because I could compare this bike actually with the BMW G310 GS, because in terms of power it's quite the same. This bike is 34 horsepower at 10,000 RPM, where the BMW is 34 horsepower at 8 or 9,000 RPM, or 8,500, something like that. So they are very similar, but in Indonesia you can get two Versys for the price of one BMW GS 310. The BMW is like 11,000 US dollar in here, so this is just crazy. And what you have to know is that the power of this bike, the 34 horsepower, arrive at 10,000 RPM. So when you do the braking, you don't even use that power, because you just use the torque. And also what I prefer with the Versys compared to another choice of mine also, that was the Honda CRF 250 Rally, is that I prefer that bike on the asphalt. You can play much more in cornering with that bike than with a CRF. A CRF you will not really be able to do that, except if you put it on supermotor, and then you will be able to play with it. But I found that the Versys is more all-rounder. You can do everything with that bike. it sounds like I justify myself a lot of why I purchased this one. Actually, I like it. Honestly, I like it. And I love this little road that is going to Candidaza as well, Amlapura. It's a lot of twisties, and it's perfect for the braking, because then you change the gear very often. And you change your angle also, it's very good. Because you have to brake in everything. You have to brake in the brake, you have to brake in the tires, you have to brake in everything when you do that. Wow, I really went between the two storms, because I have the feeling it's raining over there and it's raining here, and I'm in the middle. Wow. The only problem with that bike is that after 1.5 hours of riding it, my ass is killing me. So you have to stand up in order to make circulate the blood in your bum and legs. Or you sit on the passenger seat. Whoa, 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 whoa. Because you can do that, you can sit on the passenger seat. So that's it, guys, for the explanation on the break-in. Let me know what you think in the comment below. Let me know if I forgot something. And see you for other adventure. Bye bye. So you saw where the power of that bike is, yeah? It's between 9 to 11,000. It's a Ninja. So it was raining, definitely. I really passed between the between the storm. Ogo, Ogo. As they are preparing the Nyepi, they are making those monsters that we call the Ogo Ogo, and they will destroy them by fire. Except the one that win. There is every year there is one that win the contest. Oh, but that's a nice place in here. That's a nice place.